What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about plugin PLI. This one comes to us at the request of the unleavened Baptist himself. We are looking at this thing. I meant to do a video on it yesterday, but it just didn't happen. So, anyways, looking at this thing. I am working against the clock today because I did the same thing that prevented me from making videos yesterday. But I probably got about 15 minutes before it sets in, so, and then it's bedtime. But looking at this thing, from low to high, we are potentially resisting or looking like we're rejecting this 382 area. Low to high here on the most relative fib on the daily. Finding support on this 123, which I think is safe to say, you know, you go back, you can see you find significance on it. Even when you're disrespecting it here, you break above it, you still kind of like hug it as support, and then you even had resistance on it here, resistance in the area, resistance there. You battled it, but like look at how the wicks are below it, but most of the candles like rested right on top of it actually until you broke below it. Then you wicked, you found resistance. Anyways, I do think that because you bounced off it and you came right back down, I would expect that you break through it. Maybe you do go to the 618 to the 0.69. The market cap on this thing, let's see, what are we at here? PLI, PLU, PLI. Plugin number 1,195. It is a low cap below 5 million. Yesterday it was at 5 million. It's worth 4.4 million now. And I think it goes lower. I really think it goes lower. Even though it has such a low market cap, that doesn't mean it could drop 90% from here. Low cap coins, some people assume like, oh, it's already worth $1 million. How much lower could it go? It can go to 100,000. It could go to 40,000, bro. Like it can go lower. It absolutely can. And in fact, low cap coins, in my opinion, are more capable of being volatile and very, very high velocity moves. To the downside or to the upside. You could see in one day a move that takes you all the way down to this 886 and a move that takes you past this high here. You literally could in one day because it's got such a low market cap. Those kind of moves are definitely possible. So that's why I don't hate things like this. I just hate doing TA on things like this because it looks like you have a constructive chart, right? And it's very new. It is very new. I'll say that. You know, it came about in October, September, whatever of 2021, at least on TradingView. This is the oldest chart that we have available to us. What is nice to say is that there is increasing volume, but it's so new that you could see this kind of price action in a week. You could see double that price action in a week with this, especially with this very low market cap. So it could be down, it could be up, it could be neither. Maybe you don't see a week ever this big again, but ridiculous things happen with ridiculously small market caps, including the possibility of a 1000x. This thing could do a 1000x. It is possible. What's very bullish to see again is that you've got volume increasing here. The tip of this volume came at your absolute low. Love to see it, man. And you just had a very positive reaction. How do you know it was positive? Well, you take this last high over here, you actually broke above it. You closed at it, sure, whatever, but you might be, and it's a previous area where you found support as well. So you're showing respect on your chart, which is nice to see. This isn't just random BS, you know, that like goes backwards in time. What would be really nice to see would be, because you're getting so much respect like that, it would be very nice to see a bounce in the sweet spot, the golden zone between the 618 and the 0.69, somewhere in there, as we've seen historically throughout a lot of different charts. You can see here, if I take a weekly close, that is right at the 618, literally that lowest weekly close right there in this range. And then here, I guess actually this would technically be the lowest weekly close, right? But I don't know, somewhere in there, even to like the tip of this wick here, it just lines up very well with that golden zone. So right in the sweet spot. So something between about 3.6 to 3 cents is what I would expect. I know that seems like a far way away from here, and it is. It definitely is. That is at a minimum of like a 32% drop, if not a 42% drop, something like that. And it could go lower. It could go lower. But again, these kind of movements happen very quickly and are more than possible with a coin of this low of a market cap. But really nice reaction. Really nice reaction off your all-time lows. I would expect that you get a higher low, and then from there, man, you're going to get another higher high, hopefully. And that one, who knows where that one will take you. Maybe back up to this area, maybe even beyond that. This thing has potential to do good things in this coming bull market. I don't know enough about it. And with the fact that it's such a low cap coin, you could see very high gains, but it's also very high risk. So if you can do a 1000x in this coin, it's the same thing that I say for all the potential 1000x's, because they are all possible to do it when they're at this low of a market cap. But this is number, before I get to my main point here, this is number 1,195. There are 1,000 other coins that are 1,000xable. There's probably more than 1,000 coins that are 1xable, you guys, and there's no room for all of them to do a 1000x. Maybe a handful, like 10 or less, are going to do a 1000x and not rug pull, actually be legitimate projects. The other half are going to be legitimate projects, and there's something's going to go wrong with them and they still like go to shit. And then the half that's left, probably over time they go to 0 too. So while you're in it, get your money's worth, sell out, whatever. But what I'm trying to get back to, the main point is, if you get a 1000x, you could turn $100 into $100,000. So why bet the bank? Why risk a shit ton of money on this? Bet money that you're comfortable with losing. Bet money that you literally won't watch this thing until you're like, oh my goodness, it's at 5 cents right now. It's worth $50 now. Holy crap. It happened. And sell, whenever you see that kind of stuff. Or it's worth $5, that's still ridiculous too. But I would not bet the farm on this thing. What I would feel more comfortable going heavy after we get some kind of positive bounce again, even if it takes you to prices above this, like seeing some kind of like higher low and a positive reaction around this previous area that you found support, maybe even this previous area that you found support here, somewhere around the 618 would be really nice to see. This volume this is definitely encouraging. I'm not gonna lie, that's definitely encouraging, especially this move afterwards. Very, very encouraging stuff. But at the moment, main point, I do think that this thing goes lower, probably around, again, 3.6 to 3 cents, somewhere in there. It could go even a little bit lower than that. The lowest I would give it would be around 2 cents, but I'm not as sold on that right now. We'll see as it goes. But and then from there, up. If it can go, let's say 3.6 cents is the highest, right? That's the highest estimate. Come on now, somewhere around there, whatever. Your next move, 1272 to your 1618. Look at that, man. Your 1272 is kind of like right smack dab in the middle of this range. The 1618 is right there at the top. That could be your bottom. Take it right to this like weekly close here, right where that 618 was. 1618, right up there, man. So that something like that really could could come into play. But who knows? All I know, or all I feel comfortable in, is saying that we probably are going down. Look at the 4-hour RSI, looks weak as hell in my opinion. Looks like you want to get into the oversold zone. You just came up above the 40. You might be going back down into it. Kind of not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but we'll see. It probably develops and gets worse. It probably gets worse, actually. Daily RSI does not look good. You have hidden bearish divergence where you have a higher high here than this, but you have a lower high in price. That's definitely not encouraging to see. And on the weekly, you have a fresh break right below the 50. So going from overbought and then just what's the word I'm looking for? I wanted to say skylining, but probably like meteorite falling below the 50 like this. That's not encouraging to see. So I would think that you do have lower to go. Again, that could be anywhere from a 32 to a 42% drop from here. So that's what I got for you. If you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. This might be worth checking out, but again, it's such a very small market cap. I would not bet the farm on this. It's only available on BitTrue, at least as far as TradingView goes. I can type it in, PLI USD. There's nothing else other than BitTrue that has plugins. So maybe it says it here. XSwap hit BTC. Man, by the way, guys, stay off hit BTC. No disrespect to hit BTC, but you guys got some of my crypto that's been locked up for like years now, so I don't trust them at all. I really wouldn't trust them, you guys. And this was before KYC, so don't even try to hit me with that. Oh, are you an American? Because we have KYC. Yeah, don't even hit me with that shit, man. You wouldn't let me withdraw my stuff. No disrespect. Maybe they cleaned up their act. I don't know, but man, they've got. Look at this. Last updated. Hit BTC, both of them have these little inactive no trades. Like, I just stay off Hit BTC. But BitTrue, I hear decent things about. I don't know about Probit Global or XSwap, but it is on more than just BitTrue apparently. But odds are, with these lower cap exchanges, it's going to be harder to get it at its current price. So you can get big swings with that. Anyways, take care, everybody. Have a good day. Bye bye. Adios.